What's happening, guys? Champion 2D Rob back again with another video, and yeah, so this is going to be a pickups video. Lately I've been very active on Instagram, posting up my collections, and currently I'm showcasing my PlayStation portable stuff as well as my Nintendo DS games. I did go through my Super Famicom games, and I've just started showcasing my PS3 collection as well. But since I've been doing this, it's made me sort of take a closer look at my DS collection and my PSP collection, and it just sort of made me realise what games I'm missing, because most of what I picked up back in the day, you know, it was during a period where I was like very into like PSP and DS, so I was collecting, but there were titles that I just overlooked or I never got round to for whatever reason. So like, since I've been going through and posting up pictures of each game, it just sort of made me realise what games I'm missing and stuff. So I've actually been trying to get those titles. So I actually have a lot of DS titles here, which is probably makes the bulk of this video, and I've also got a couple of PlayStation portable games, and the remaining games are Switch titles as well. I've got some really cool Switch games as well, and yeah, so let's get right into it, guys. I think we're going to start with, let's just start with the Nintendo Switch games. I think there's not that many, but there's some really cool titles here, and the very first game I got here, and this is actually, I bought this off a recommendation. I believe it was Al's Arcade, Alex Nintendo Arcade. He was the one, I believe, that brought this up to me. He actually showed me the trailer for this. I had not heard of this game at all. Apparently it's a remake of, I don't know if it's a remake or a sequel to an Amiga game, and it's a shooter, and that game is X-Out resurfaced. So yeah, it looks really cool actually. I've not had a chance to play this yet, but yeah, it looks like a really fun horizontal shooter, which is my preferred kind of shooters. I do sort of favour horizontal shooters over vertical shooters. That's not to say I don't like vertical shooters, I do very much so, but I just know it looked cool, and so I thought I would grab that. And the next one I picked up here, and this is a game that, again, it's actually a sequel to a C64 game, and that is Ice Palace 2. It's called Beyond the Ice Palace 2, should I say. And this is very much a Castlevania-like action platformer, very much up my street, so it looks great, and it was very cheap. I wasn't actually planning to buy this yet, but Amazon had it for 18 quid, like off the bat, and it was the lowest I'd seen it go for, so I thought I'd grab it, because I thought maybe that might have been a mistake, a pricing mistake, because it was like everywhere else it was not that price, so I just thought I'd grab it now. But it looks very, very cool, very Castlevania style, and yeah, looking forward to that one. Next one I picked up here is Gimmick 2. So this is the sequel to an NES game that actually got re-released for the Switch as well, and basically this is a much more updated version with redrawn sprites and stuff. It looks fantastic. It's a 2D platformer, cutesy, so like, you know, if you like that kind of style of game, then this is going to be right up your street. Yeah, it looks like fun. I look forward to giving this one a go. And next one here, this is actually, I bought this from Strictly Limited. So the game is Jet Cave Adventure. So basically, I had actually pre-ordered this like about a year and a half ago or so, and I got so tired of waiting, because I had a bunch of orders. I basically had about 400 quid's worth of pre-orders with Strictly Limited, and I just had enough. And then I basically asked for a refund, and they refunded me my money, But I'm not gonna lie, it was annoying because like there were games that I was very much looking forward to, and this was one of them. So this was actually one of the ones I had pre-ordered, but they seem to be getting their act together. Strictly Limited. So what I've basically decided is that I'm no longer going to pre-order stuff from them anymore. I'll just wait for them to be in stock, and hopefully I can grab a copy when I can. I just don't trust them with my money in advance. But yeah, so I just basically reordered it once they'd stated that it was in stock, and they sent it no problems, and here it is. I'm actually quite chuffed because I do own this game digitally, and it's a 2.5D platformer, and it's like it's sort of like, it's similar to like Rocket Knight Adventures. So you're basically a caveman who has like a jetpack, so it is sort of momentum based. Very, very cool game. I think it's very underrated. Not a lot of people bring it up, but I've been enjoying it. It's a great game. Like I say, I've had it digitally for a long time now, so it's just great to have a physical of this title because I really do enjoy it. And lastly, for the Nintendo Switch, I've got a very interesting game here. It's not really a game that I would go for, but like the style of it just really compelled me to pick it up. And the game is called Stories from Seoul, the Gundog Starship Edition. So this is a very this is basically a visual novel kind of, but it's like, I'd say it has it's similar to something like Snatcher. It has that kind of vibe to it. It's got a very sort of late 80s, early 90s anime manga vibe to it. In fact, if I take off the slipcover, you can kind of see that it's got like that kind of like Gundam Wing kind of style. It's very, very sort of it's sci-fi obviously, but it's like it's taking inspiration from the animes of the 80s and early 90s. And also really cool is it comes with an oversized manual as well, which I thought was really nice. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. But yeah, so I thought, you know, I'll give this one a shot. It looks really nice, and like I say, the style of it, and I'll see whether the game, you know, appeals to me. But I'm willing. Like some of these games, like as long as they've got an interesting sort of hook to them, like I say, because this very much like it just screams Snatcher or Policenauts. So I'm hoping it's something like that. But yeah, very, very cool game. I'm really chuffed to get it. So that's it with the Switch stuff. Not that many there, but I do have here a bunch of DS games, some cool titles here. Nothing too crazy. Most of these are very affordable games. Just stuff that I was missing from my collection, stuff that I overlooked. But it's definitely some cool titles here. And one of them here is a very obvious one, and surprisingly, I'm surprised I didn't have this one, and that's Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. So this game has actually gotten a lot of very good reviews, and I sort of was annoyed with myself because this game now goes for about 25 to 30 quid. And it's annoyed me because I used to see this game in CAX back in the day when I was picking up for the DS, and I kept passing on it all the time back when it was going for about a tenner. It was really annoying, but in any case, I managed to get it for 20 quid, and it's in very nice condition as well. So yeah, quite chuffed with it. I actually was playing a little bit of this, and it's fun. I actually do like it. It's basically like the old school GTA, so it's not like the modern day Grand Theft Autos. This is a top-down game, but it's a lot of fun, and yeah, I look forward to putting some more time into this one. Yeah, very, very chuffed to get it. The next one I picked up here, and again, this is one I used to see at CEX quite a bit, but always passed it up. I don't know why I did. It's a really fun platformer, and it's a series that I am familiar with. I used to play it back in the day in the on the 8-bit systems, and this is basically like a new revised updated version of it, and it's called New Zealand Story Revolution. So yeah, it's a 2D platformer, really good. Like, you know, it's basic, but it's New Zealand Story. You know, what are you gonna do? But I like it. I like New Zealand Story, and again, I have played a little bit of this, and yeah, I like it. It's fun. It's a basic platformer, but it's fun. It works for me. And again, this one came in lovely minty condition, so I was really chuffed with it. So yeah, happy with that. Next one I have here, and this is actually a game I did actually used to own it. I had the American version of this game, and I moved it on. And I think it was because when I found out there was a UK version, I was planning to buy that because I actually prefer the artwork to the UK version compared to the American version. But for whatever reason, I just never got around to it. Luckily, this game is not expensive. It's only a tenner, and the game is The Legend of Kage 2. So if you don't know, this is a sequel to like an NES game / arcade game. It's basically like a Ninja Gaiden sort of game. It's like a 2D action side scroller. Yeah, so if I was to compare it, I would say it falls under like Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi, that kind of game. Although I will say it's nowhere near as good as Shinobi or Ninja Gaiden. Like it's good, it's fun, it's arcadey, but it's not as good as like the Mega Drive Ninja Gaidens. Nah. That was probably the other reason I got rid of it as well. I didn't think it was that good, but in hindsight, it's actually better than I remember it being. So yeah, I was glad to pick it up. Again, very nice condition, and yeah, just happy to have it really. And actually, before I get to these ones, yeah, so I also picked up, and this is actually a game that I was always planning to get back in the day, and again I forgot all about it and I just passed it up. But I've always heard this game is always turning up in hidden gems videos, and that is Henry Hatsworth. So it's Henry Hatsworth in the Puzzling Adventure. So what this game is, it's basically a 2D platformer combined with a sort of Tetris style puzzle game. So on the top screen you've got the platforming, the 2D platforming, and on the bottom screen you've got the puzzles. And at various points in the game, you basically get stopped by some sort of obstacle, and in order to clear the obstacle, you have to clear the puzzle. So it is a 2D platformer, but it's sort of combined 2D platforming with a sort of brick style puzzle game. So I thought that was really cool, and again, this is a very affordable game as well, and it's always in a lot of people's hidden gems videos, so definitely one to look for, especially if you like a bit of that puzzling or platforming. This is one that it was actually the first game I picked up when I revised my collection, because I could not believe I didn't have it in my collection, and that is Wario Masters of the Skies. I like all the Wario games. I own most of them, so I thought like I needed to have this in my collection. I have heard that this game is not as good compared to like some of the Wario Land games and stuff, but it's a 2D platformer and it's Wario, so I'm always going to give it a chance. And again, it was very affordable. I think I got it for less than a tenner, so it's definitely worth picking up. Another one here, and again, you know, this is a really good game. I can't believe I passed this up, but thankfully it's very affordable. Again, for under a tenner, and that is Soul Bubbles. And this is a very cool puzzle platformer type of game. So essentially you're playing like this sort of character that basically captures souls in bubbles, and then you have to sort of maneuver the bubble through obstacles and stuff, and you do that using the stylus. It's a very, very cool game. I actually was playing it a little bit and was really enjoying it. Yeah, I really got into this one. It's a really, really fun game. Again, this is one of those titles that tends to get brought up in a lot of hidden gems videos, so definitely worth a look if you're looking for something a little bit different. But it's fun. Graphically it's nice as well. And yeah, I really like this game, and yeah, it's a cool one to have. Glad I have it now. And these next two, I actually bought them together from the same seller. They actually came. This was actually a bundle. Got them in a very good deal actually. I got both of these games for just £8, which I thought was a really good deal, as they're both complete and in nice condition. And the games I got together were Iron Man and The Incredible Hulk. So starting with Iron Man, I'd actually heard that this game is very good on the DS. In fact, both Iron Man games are good on the DS. I remember looking at them back in the day when I see them in CEX, but I just assumed they were like, you know, rubbish games, because most of these sort of games are crap. But no, the DS games are actually pretty good. And Iron Man 1, it plays like it sort of plays like Desert Strike. Like you fly Iron Man around, and it's very similar to like Desert Strike. So it's basically like a shooter, like from a top-down perspective. But you do use the stylus to like fire and stuff. It's a bit weird at first, but you do get used to it very quickly. And yeah, it very much reminded me of Desert Strike. It had that kind of thing where you're flying around, taking out satellites and destroying enemies, and you sort of fly, you know, in a 360-degree motion. It's really, really cool. It also has 3D walking levels as well. So is this? But it is like a mixture of both, like a top-down isometric shooter and some 3D action levels as well. So actually, really, really good. And I thought this and Hulk for £8 is just an absolute bargain. Really, really good game. I actually quite enjoyed it. And of course, The Incredible Hulk. Now, I would never have looked at this game, but I was looking at some videos about, you know, some DS games, and one of the guys was actually really praising this game. Said it's really, really good, and graphically, it didn't look that good. It's a 2D action platformer beat 'em up, and yeah, I have to say this one is a lot of fun. I put it on just to test it out, and I just found myself playing it like for ages. Really, really good game. Like the Hulk, he feels great. Yeah, it's just great fun to play, the way he moves and stuff. It's a 2D action platformer beat 'em up, but it moves great, and yeah, this definitely. There's a lot of cool things in this game as well. Like you get a lot of, you can unlock a lot of Hulk skins, like different, so you can play different versions of Hulks from the various comics and stuff. And it's really, really good. I was surprised by that actually. Way better than I was expecting. Yeah, that's just goes to show you, man. There's some games that you assume are going to be trash, but they're really, really fun. So yeah, The Incredible Hulk, really, really good game. And of course, I had to grab Iron Man 2 as well. And this game is actually quite different from the first game. This is actually a 2D action beat 'em up run and gun kind of game, and it works. It's really good. Again, really enjoyed it. You know, there are some shooter sections in it as well, but it is mostly like a 2D game, and it plays really well. Can't fault it. Fun game. And again, cheap as chips. This again was like about £8. So yeah, really, really happy with that as well. And two more DS games to go here. And the next one is Tenchu Dark Secret. Again, this is another very affordable game. So this is, if most of you that know about Tenchu, this one is more like a top-down action game. It doesn't really have the in-depth style of a traditional Tenchu game that you see on PS1 and PS2. This one is a bit more faster pace. I would say that it's nowhere near as good as the console games, but it's a good game. But I think the problem with this game is basically the viewpoint, because it is a top-down game. So what would traditionally be a stealth mechanic, I tend to think it's a little bit tricky to do from that particular viewpoint. but it still works. I mean, you are provided like a map, which gives you the locations of the people that you need to take out and stuff, so you don't just automatically run into them. But it's a cool game though. It is fun. I was playing it a little bit and thought it was okay. And yeah, I mean, not the best Tenchu game, but again, I think it's worth having, especially for the price point. Again, it's about a tenner. Can't complain. So yeah, chuffed with that. And the last DS game here, and this was a pricey game. I won't lie. I had to. This is an import. This is exclusive to the US. I don't know if it got a Japanese release, but yeah, this was a US release, and this is a sealed game as well. I couldn't find an open one really, so I just went with a sealed copy. And again, much like Stories from Seoul, this is also a sort of snatcher style of game, and it's called Miami Law. So yeah, this is a game that is I actually remember looking at this game years ago, and I just never got around to picking it up. And it's very much set like an investigative game, sort of anime cutscenes with sort of like a bunch of mini games, but it's like an investigative sort of game. So it has that kind of snatcher vibe to it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It was developed by Hudson Soft. So yeah, this is definitely one of those games that doesn't really get brought up a lot, and it's just always been in my on my radar. So I thought I would grab it now. But this game was pricey. I won't lie. You know, but it was a new copy, so it's sealed still. I haven't had a chance to open it yet. So yeah, that's that. Really quite chuffed actually. I've been going back to the DS, been enjoying playing it again, playing some of these games here, and I've just been going back to playing the DS and my PSP as well, playing a few games on that, and yeah, and I've actually got a couple more games, DS games that are currently on the way, and they're actually Japanese imports. There was a few Japanese exclusive games that I really wanted, so I got them, and they're on the way, so hopefully they'll turn up in good condition. So I'm really looking forward to getting those games, because yeah, they're fantastic games as well. So anyway, the last games I've got here are for the PlayStation Portable, and the first game here, this is a very, very cheap game, but I couldn't believe I actually didn't have this game. I thought I had it. I have the sequel, but I thought I bought this one, but I just never got around to it, I guess. And the game is Pursuit Force. So I have the sequel, which is called Extreme Justice. This is a very, very fun game. It's basically a racing game slash Chase HQ sort of game, but instead of ramming into your opponents with your car, you actually can jump out of your car. So you're the character. You can jump out of the car, and you jump into other cars, and you take them out. You take the people out, and you basically commandeer the vehicles, and then you move on to the next target. It's really, really fun, very, very arcadey, and I definitely think they're worth trying. This game was very cheap. I paid £5 for this, and it's in lovely condition as well. So yeah, this is not an expensive game. So if you're into your PSP, then definitely pick up the Pursuit Force games, because again, they're just a lot of fun to play. I have heard that this game is quite hard compared to the second game. Apparently the second game is a bit more forgiving, so this game can get quite tough, but yeah, so I do love my sort of Chase HQ kind of games, like they're sort of battle driving games. I quite enjoy them. So yeah, looking forward to this one. And the last game here is the only two games for the PSP, and this one I was extremely chuffed. This was a game I actually wanted to get in the past, but again, never got around to it. And then out of sheer luck, I go on eBay, and then there's a UK seller that's selling this. And not only is he selling it, but it's sealed, it's brand new, and it was actually on a bid. And I was just watching it because it had about a week left, so I didn't want to bid on it yet. I was just sort of watching it, and then someone bid on it, and the starting bid was £26, and I basically sniped it at the last minute, and I wound up paying, obviously with postage, it basically came to about 30 quid. But damn, I was so lucky. The game is called Fist of the North Star: The Legend of the Dark King. So this is a 3D fighter, yeah, like a Tekken and stuff, but with Fist of the North Star characters. And it was exclusive to Japan. And me being a big Fist of the North Star fan, I had to have this. It was a fighting game as well. I had to have this, and I was always gutted that I never got around to it. But I couldn't believe that I actually managed to win this for 30 quid, brand new and sealed. So just to give you an idea of what it goes for used, it sort of goes, it's not an expensive game, it's actually quite an affordable one, but it sort of tends to hover around between 20 to 50 quid used. So I was chuffed to actually get it sealed, and it's an official seal, it's not a reseal. Yeah, for 30 quid. And on top of all that, not only did I get this, I also got this Fist of the North Star PSP case, unopened as well. So yeah, this for me was definitely the highlight of my purchases. Really chuffed, and it also goes towards my subset as well. I have a bit of a Fist of the North Star subset, so I was very chuffed to actually get this, because like I said, I love Fist of the North Star, and to get this game as well is very cool. And also as well, just a quick note, so this game is actually based on an anime that came out in the 2000s, which I actually have as well. I do own the anime. It's a spin-off anime centered on Rao. And if you guys aren't aware, if you've seen the Fist of the North Star film, the animated film, that, you know, the ones that came out through manga video, the main bad guy in that's Rao. And this game and the anime is sort of like a prequel, and it sort of explains how he rose to power. And actually, he's quite a complex character. Like, he's not just a bad guy like he's portrayed in the animated film. He's actually very complex. He's not actually an evil guy. He just, you know, he's one of those people that feels that he can make the world better, but only if he decimates what he views as evil. But yeah, it's a really cool story. And in the anime, like, Kenshiro doesn't even appear in it. He only shows up like right at the end as in like a cameo. Otherwise, the story is just about Rao. It's a very cool anime. It's actually a very cool side story. But Kenshiro is playable in this game, because you can't have a Fist of the North Star fighting game and not have Kenshiro in the game. That would be a crime. But yeah, all the moves are here. It's very cool. It's got like a cell shaded art style to it as well, which I thought was really cool. So yeah, really chuffed to bits to finally have this one in the collection. This was definitely for me a big PSP get. So yeah, chuffed with that. And that is it, guys. That is basically my pickups. Actually, no, I just remembered. I have one more. It's just over here, and it is a Switch game. I completely forgot. I have actually shown this off on Instagram, but I haven't shown it off to you guys watching. And this was bought a while ago now, but very cool. Very chuffed to have it. And again, for a Nintendo Switch. And this is the SNK versus Capcom game. So this is the shop box from Pix and Love. I love these shop boxes. I try to avoid like special editions, limited editions, but I can't say no to these shop boxes. They're just really like hard plastic, very nice and sturdy. So you've got the game in here, you've got like a soundtrack CD and an art book as well. Yeah, very cool. I love these boxes. I've been collecting all of them since they've been releasing them. So yeah, I know some people will probably say, you know, SNK versus Capcom wasn't that great. I always enjoyed it. I had it on PS2. Really enjoyed the game personally. I didn't think it was as good as the Capcom versus SNK series, especially it's not on the level of Capcom versus SNK 2, but I think it's still a very good game. And I think for me the biggest appeal was just seeing a lot of the Street Fighter characters in the SNK art style. That for me was like a really big draw, and I really do enjoy it. Yeah, very chuffed to have this as well. So that is definitely it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I know I'm not very consistent on the tubes, but I try to come on as and when I can. Thank you very much for staying till the end. I appreciate it, guys. I really do. And yeah, just hit me up. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.